So, folks, Mr. Bates versus the Post Office. Did you watch it? Of course you did. You must have done. All of Great Britain has. But if you've not listened to what I had to say last week, have you? Now, I recommended it to one and all. I've made a few recommendations since the channel's been going, be it film, TV or music. Some of you have jumped in and had a look and seen what they thought, and most have come back positive. But I would imagine most everyone have looked at Master Bates. That's as in the against the Post Office. Nothing, no rude connotations there needed, honestly. No, it was fantastic. I said after episode 1, this is brilliant. You've got to watch it. It'll probably win awards. For all, it's one of the first things on in the new year. After seeing all 4, and I've seen it a few days ago now, I'm only coming on in again just to double down on what I said. Not only may it win awards, it'll win everything. Everything out there it'll win. It doesn't matter how good the telly gets this year, and there'll be loads of great stuff on. There always is on the Beeb and ITV. They won't beat that. I'll tell you, rarely has TV moved the masses like this has done and will do, and is carrying on doing. It's unbelievable. I mean, I'm not going to give any plot lines away. There's 2 things I'd love to tell you, but I can't, because the odd one of you might not have seen it, and it will spoil it. There's no doubt about that. But let's just say, that woman that got the CBE, they've got the old protest against her now, the woman that was running the post office for about 7 or 8 years, she's got the CBE 2 or 3 years ago. There's a petition out there to have it struck off and took away from her. It'll happen, don't worry about that. It's on 1.1 million at the moment. They only opened it 5 minutes ago. It'll be on 20 million in no time. It's unbelievable. Evil woman that she was. And at the time, she was working for God as well as running the post office. Yeah, no niceness in her whatsoever. That'll go. But all I'll say is, I do remember hearing bits about the post office and the struggles that we're having over the last few years. I never really took them on board. I think many of us didn't do. And I think probably many of us thought, they've been fiddling, they've had a chance to fiddle. We've not realised the scale of things. I think when they won it, went to court, I heard a little bit on the TV, but never really took it in, although we should have done. But all of those that were living in the areas where the postmasters lost the job or were sent to jail, they took it in then. Everybody ostracised the postmasters and mistresses. They all did. It's funny, I was with daughters, as I say, yesterday for young grandkids' birthday. And we was there with her mother-in-law and father-in-law, and they were saying, the postmistress here, where we were, they were accused of robbing, 15, 20 years ago. They actually went to jail. Nice family, she said. The daughter used to come round to our house pretty regular. She said, no, it wasn't that we stopped her coming, she just stopped. The children of the family just didn't want to mingle anymore, didn't want to go anywhere. She said, but I do know that the postmistress had a dog's life for many round here, because many round here thought they were stealing. They did in lots and lots and lots of places. It's absolutely shocking. But this TV thing, I mean, I'll bet you the people in the post are thinking to themselves, why on earth didn't they do this 3, 4 or 5 years ago? Because 3, 4 or 5 years ago, if it had come out then, everybody that's awaiting compensation, what they're owed and compensation, or whatever it may be, would have been paid out by now. This will really expedite things. It'll happen really quickly now, because the whole nation is behind them. They've been dealt a massive, massive wrong. But it's only a pity it didn't come out a few years ago. I mean, it's more of a pity for those that have killed themselves, those that have just died in the meantime. It's awful upon awful upon awful. But as I say, the great thing about it coming out now is that lots of people will get some satisfaction pretty quickly. They've had to wait too long, don't get me wrong, and that's not the be-all and end-all. I do hope these postmasters, mistresses, they're asking for those that were behind all this, behind the scandal, that some of them suffer the same fate that jail. If people have done wrong and know they've done wrong, and there's many within the post office that did, they knew what they were doing. Again, I can't say I know what it is. They knew what they were doing. They were covering things up. That's what they were doing. They deserve to go to jail as well. If the postmasters and mistresses deserve to go to jail for false accounting and stealing, when they were doing none of them, and when people in the post office knew they were doing none of them, then these in the post office in power need to go in clunky. Clunky, jail, whatever it might be. Anyway, I think this programme has got enough weight behind it to make those kind of things happen, as well as this CBE off that freeloader. She'll lose that, no problem at all. And I hope everybody that knows her, everybody, turns their back on her. She's no good. Priest, vicar, whatever she was or not, no good. Anyway, a great show, fantastic show. It will win everything. If you've not watched it, please watch it. You don't know what you missed if you don't. So many well-known faces in there, and everybody played the parts to a T. It was absolutely fantastic. Really, really was.